is a cat butt. Hi guys, welcome to this episode. We're going to talk about sit stays and down stays today. If you hear anything weird, I've got 3 toddlers running around in the room behind me, so that's what that is. As you can see, Dizzy's up here helping me film today. But anyway, in class, the procedure for doing sit stays and down stays that they taught us is, and by this point your dog would already know sit and down. I actually use the word drop with Sherlock just because that's how I was originally taught. But you would have them sit or go down, and then you would kind of turn your body so you're taking almost a half step backwards. And then if they stay, you click treat. And then slowly you just kind of work your way further back. Honestly, Sherlock was having a little bit of trouble with this. He's kind of an energetic dog. Which is kind of weird because when we go out in public, he's actually, he's more calm whenever we're out in public than he is at home. It's kind of odd, but oh well. But anyways, he doesn't seem to want to drop anymore. We took a couple of days off just getting stuff ready for the party. Sammy's birthday party this week, and it seems like in those 2 days he's just forgotten how to do things, I guess. So we're kind of having to train a lot more today to make up for it, I guess. And he doesn't seem to want to drop anymore, which is one of the first things he learned how to do. In fact, he knew that even before we started class. So, So, downstays have been a little bit of a problem for him. And I say that even though in the footage that's at the end of this video of us doing sit stays and down stays, he's doing beautifully. But, I don't know. He just decides he doesn't want to do them, I guess. I don't know. I have no excuses for my dog. Other than he's just mine. But anyway, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm also getting ready to see the new therapist tomorrow, so we'll see. Anyway, back to sitting down stays. Sorry. Rabbit trails. Just like with all the other things we covered in that class, there's a hand gesture for it. We use a closed fist for stay, so if I wanted to tell him to sit and then sit, stay, do sit and then stay, and then I would walk off. And one of the things, now that I'm getting him a little better at doing them, I'm interested to try at some point today doing them while I turn around and I'm not looking at him anymore, and work with him on that. So far I've just kind of walked backwards while I was still looking at him, so I'm interested to see how well he does if I turn around and he no longer has that direct eye contact. So could be interesting. I imagine it'd probably be a little harder, but I don't know, who knows. But I think that's definitely something that he's going to need to know how to do, because say if we're at a restaurant and he's sitting under the table, he's not going to have direct eye contact with me. He's going to know that he needs to still stay there. So, yeah, we'll see. I may even get some footage of that for you guys too. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll do alright. I was kind of watching new videos from some of my favorite YouTube channels especially the ones like the service dog vlogs and things like that. And there's a channel that's called It's Us, and it's wonderful. I love it. And they had a really, really sad video. The lady who runs the channel, I can't remember her name right offhand, but they are having to put her service dog down. So that is a horrible, horrible. I can't even imagine. I was actually told whenever I first started looking into getting a service dog, I was told that if you're going into service dogs, prepare yourself for heartbreak because it never really ends well. I mean, but really having any pet never ends well. But they will either wash out of training, in which case you have to rehome that dog and get another one. If you can't afford to, either if you can't afford to have multiple dogs, or you're in, say, an apartment that will only let you have a service dog but not a pet. Or, you know, so they'll either wash out of training, they'll do beautifully, and either develop, you know, either a medical problem. Sometimes, the first dog we were actually training for me last year actually developed aggression problems at the beginning of his training, specifically towards men. But even still, any sort of aggression immediately disqualifies them. So, so they could develop a medical problem, they could develop aggression problems, and this is extremely common with service dogs, especially the bigger the dog. It almost shortens their lifespan, honestly. Bigger dogs tend to develop problems faster, just because there's so much weight that they're moving around and down and up off the floors, walking around constantly with just much more weight on their joints. Smaller dogs tend to be able to work a little longer, but either way, it never really ends well. Eventually, sooner or later, you know, it's gonna kind of be heartbreaking. But again, I think that's really with any sort of pet. I mean, our pets don't live forever, unfortunately, and so eventually you're either going to have that pet die or develop medical or aggression problems, or you'll have to put it down. We just had to put our cat down this past year, and it was pretty heartbreaking. So, you know, I think with service dogs, though, it's worse because you become so reliant on them. You know, that dog is your partner throughout everything you do. They're there with you through everything, and so I think it becomes a little harder with a service animal versus a regular pet. But yeah, go and check out their channel. They're really great. They're really nice. I love their two little children. They're adorable. Another channel I really like that's having some difficulties is let's see, the Frey Life. She's having a lot of, you know, medical problems. She has cystic fibrosis, and she's been in the hospital again recently. So, but I mean, she always seems very positive, and I like her channels because she's always, you know, always in a good mood and always upbeat, and that's nice to see. Especially Sherlock. Up, come, up, up. He just wants to play, but he's trying to play with the cat. The cat's not having any of it. It's nice to see, especially when you're going through your own, you know, medical problems, that there really never seems an end in sight. It's nice to see someone who is able to be positive even through everything. So, anyway, I will leave it here. This video is getting kind of long, and I'm determined to not let them be as long as they have been, I promise. I'm just a little bit of a talker, and I end up going on rabbit holes. So, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Good boy. Good boy.